I thought it would be a great idea to show you what is currently sitting on my physical TBR before the end of 2024, because let me tell you, there's going to be more. I just realised I didn't grab it more. It was comfy too. And some of these books I've had for over 2 years and I still have not read them. Will I read them? I hope so. I want to read every book on this TBR, to be honest. That's why I buy them. I don't buy them for the looks, although I try not to, but it's gonna happen. So first up we have the Villain Tales. So with this one I actually have already read The Beast Within. So I have The Unfortunate Soul, Fairest of All, and Mother Knows Best. And I've recently discovered that apparently you should actually read these in order. They are standalones, but apparently you should read them in order. I obviously have not, but to be fair, The Beast Within I did read over 2 years ago. Do I remember everything that happened? No. So that's probably a bad thing. So next is a completed series that I went and brought. It's 4 books, and that is Anna Hung. Is it Hung? Sorry. If Love books. I did buy all 4 because I don't even know why. I haven't even touched these. I have picked up the first book and I DNF'd it on like page 2. But I am going to put it back in my TBR because I did not give it a chance. And one of the main reasons I DNF'd this was, 1, I wasn't in the mood for it. 2, the text. I don't like the text. The text is like small. There's a lot of words on one page. I know these are small books, or smallish. I think a bit around 300 pages, a bit under 300 pages. But the text is the one major reason I DNF'd it. But I do have all 4. I do want to read them. And the other thing that also kind of has turned me off is I don't hear anyone talk about them. Like, nobody talks about these. If you've read these, can you please let me know? So next we have Scarred by Emily McIntyre, and I've read Hooked. I loved Hooked. I'm pretty sure Hooked was a 5-star for me. I'm excited about this. I've seen people say that it's Scar from Lion King, but apparently it actually isn't. It is somebody else, but I can't remember who. And Emily also confirmed, I'm pretty sure that it also wasn't Scar. I think, don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure I saw something about that this year or last year. I have also had this for a long time. I haven't read it yet. I want to read this next year. I'm going to be reading it next year. This one, I heard so many good things about this. This book was hyped. A lot of people rated the whole series as a 5-star, and you know, I nearly brought the whole series because I brought this book when the 3rd one came out, and I was so close to buying all the series that I grew up and I learned to just get the first one. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I was so determined, and then after hearing everybody read it, everybody saying it's their favorite, it's done something to my brain, and I don't know, but I do want to do this in 2025 as well. I've had this so freaking long. All these books at the start I've had for so freaking long, and I just need to get it off my TBR. Another series, it's the 2nd and the 3rd book to A Good Guy's Girl to a Murder, and I liked the first book. I didn't overly love it. I liked it, and I don't get how there's more books. Obviously she does another murder case or investigation, whatever she's going to be doing, but the first book just ended so good and like on such a good note. I feel like I don't need to read the second. We brought the whole series because of how much everybody raved. After I read Fourth Wing, I was in a reading slump. I loved Fourth Wing and I wanted a dragon book. So I went to Kmart and I found this. I was not thinking at that time. I looked it up. I've seen it's highly rated. Apparently it's really good world building, like a lot goes on, and it's like one of the best books ever written. Look how fat it is. And you know what? The second book is just as fat. I'm pretty sure it's bigger. If you want to know, I can't even, it's like the Goblet of Fire, I swear. I haven't seen this before. There's like a whole person glossary in here and telling you where they're from and who they're related to. Anyway, this book goes for 804 pages. One day. So this is another one. I do have this coming up for a video, and it's 1,000 Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. The second one has just come out not long ago. I think it wasn't that long ago. And apparently this will make me cry. Apparently it's a really sad book, and I'm waiting for the right moments when I want to cry. I will be doing a future video of reading books that I think will make me cry and seeing if they will. This is a contender. This is going in there. But once again, everybody's hyped it that made me buy it, and it's just been sitting there. I will be reading this in 2025. I will be. I recently brought this. Maple Hills, Henry's book. Oh, I'm excited about this. I got my hands on a signed copy, and I just wish I had the other two signed, but whatever. This cover, all her covers, gorgeous. I love her covers. They are so good. Anyway, I'm excited. This is like, So I may or may not have a happy place, but do not come for me. I have DNF'd this. And yes, I did put it back on my physical TBR because I don't believe in DNFs. I should believe in DNFs, but if I DNF something, there's got to be a physical reason. And I just wasn't vibing. I was not vibing. And I think it was because I was in my thriller era when I tried to read this. And I was like, you know what? Let's just stop reading thrillers and read a love story. No, I think I don't even remember where I still have a bookmark. I got to chapter 3. I'm going to take that out and start again, but we will do that. So this is another one that got obviously hyped up, and it's Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. She is an interior designer, I believe, and I think she's returned back to the town that she grew up in, and her childhood rival still lives there, and I'm guessing they fall in love. I feel like it's a typical Hallmark movie. I was excited to read this until I seen how thick it was. Like, it's 520 pages. I've read plenty of books that are 520 pages, but it's one of those things, it just looks thick. It just looks thick. I just gotta pick it up and start it, you know. Girl in Pieces by Catherine Glasgow. I don't know anything about this book. I haven't really seen this book around. It is YA, and I feel like this girl, from what I can gather by the back, gets bullied in school. So all it says is, you can spot the girls who have it easy. I don't even have to describe them for you. You can spot the girls who will get by on smarts. You can spot the girls who will get by because they are tough or athletic. And then there's me. I feel like it's going to be sad. So once again, I was smart. I didn't buy the whole series. I just brought one, and I haven't read it yet. I was so excited for all the twisted books that they got that overhyped, they've turned me off it. So last year I found my love for Frida McFadden, and I've read quite a few of her books. I still have The Housemaid book 2 and 3 left to read. I did love the first Housemaid. It was great, but I felt like it was something that it was kind of like a mix of Verity and Don't Let Her Stay. That's what I felt like personally. It was still a good book, but I just kind of towards the end felt like I was rereading books that I already read. So I am excited for these. I probably will be reading these next year, like most likely. I brought this on a whim when it first came out, thinking that I was going to like the first book, and I hadn't read the first book yet, but I have now read the first book, and I don't know what was so good about it. Like, everybody cried. I can see why everyone cried. It's sad. I didn't cry. But now I'm like questioning if I'm gonna even read this. If you've read this, let me know if it's worth reading, because like, is it just gonna be, I don't know, if it's gonna be like the exact same as the first one, I just feel like I'm not gonna care. The next lot is the rest of the Powerless series by Lauren Roberts. We've got Powerful and Reckless. I recently read Powerless, and I ended up buying these when I was probably like 30% of the way through, 30-40% of the way through, and I was loving Powerless, but towards the end it went downhill. I can leave that for another video. So I will still read these. Like, I'm still kind of a little intrigued. I'm more excited about this one than this one, to be honest. So we will see. We have Light Lark by Alex Astor, and I am actually genuinely excited about this one, but the reason I haven't started it was because I found out that she was writing a second one, but here in Australia the second one has only had a hardback for the last 12 plus months of Nightbane. I'm waiting for the paperback because I've heard that this leaves on a cliffhanger, and I don't want to read it if it leaves on a cliffhanger, but I want Nightbane in a paperback. Like, hurry up. And when you release a third book, Alex, can you please just release the paperback to Australia straight away so I don't have to wait? Thank you. Thanks. The iconic Butchered and Blackbird. This was on my October TBR. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I do plan on reading these probably early in 2025. I'm excited. I've heard it's turning into a movie, and I don't know my thoughts on that yet, but I do want to read it before the movie comes out, or before I watch the movie. Lucy Score, The Christmas Fix. So this is going to be in my December TBR, obviously Christmas themed, and I have not read a Christmas book before. I'm nervous, and I hope these Christmas books that I'm going to be having are good. I did look this one up for review wise. Apparently it's pretty average, like it's not bad, you know. So we'll see. And I haven't read a Lucy Score book either, because obviously I didn't read Things We Left Behind. So, and last but not least, I did read the first book of this another once again series, and I absolutely loved it. I'm so excited to finish this. I smashed The Naturals out of the ballpark. Loved it. It was so good. So I went and brought all three. I don't even know how many books this is total, but I will put like a little tally up in the corner so we can see how many physical I have. I don't even want to know how many is on my ebook TBR. No, I save so many of them. I don't want to know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have read any of these, please comment down below your thoughts on the book, what you rated it, do you recommend it? Like, I want to know. I want to know. And I will see you guys in the next video.